And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. On a December day in 1846, a covered wagon train creaks slowly into the Santa Clara Valley and halts near the Guadalupe River. The long overland journey is over. Dr. Isbell and his party have reached California safely, a California in which gold has not yet been discovered, a California still under the flag of Mexico. Now, these settlers have brought with them their wives, their children, and their household goods. With them also, though nobody realizes it, they have brought California's first schoolmarm. This was to have been their last encampment before going their various ways. But Dr. Isbell has news that changes all that.
This trouble between the United States and Mexico is far more serious than reports have led us to believe. Serious enough to make every able-bodied man in this party feel that he should volunteer at once.
You mean go fight? But what's going to happen to us?
Women and children will stay right here.
Alone?
It's the safest place we can leave you.
That's all very well for you to say, Mr. McPherson. You're not a married man. Can I help you, Mrs. Isbell?
Oh, thank you, Vicki. I'm just making sure my husband's buttons are all on tight.
You and every other wife in camp.
Oh, you might look over these socks.
Did Dr. Isbell really mean what he said about our not leaving camp while the men are gone?
He couldn't have made it much clearer. But don't worry, our food will hold out.
Well, I'm thinking about my drawing materials. I'm down to my last sheet of paper and just a stub of a crayon.
Well, you'll just have to possess your soul in patience.
I didn't want to come to California in the first place. I wanted to stay back east and study art. Papa insisted.
Well, you were all he had, dear. He couldn't foresee that he'd never live to the end of the journey.
Parents are so selfish about children.
You'll understand when you have children of your own.
Thank you. I don't intend to have any.
Vicki, no marriage is complete without children.
Well, who said anything about getting married?
Of course you'll marry.
I'm going to be an artist.
Wait till you fall in love.
With whom? I don't see any prospects around here.
Well, keep looking.
I'm not that interested.
A career is all very fine, Vicki, but it can't take the place of marriage and the joys of motherhood.
That's the Belfry! Ethan Bullock, don't you dare! I found him in the old mission hanging from an arch.
Well, take it away, nasty creature.
Ooh. Want to see him fly?
No!
Is it going?
Yes.
Little monsters.
Well, boys will be boys.
Oh, you can have the joys of motherhood. I'll stick to my sketchbook.
Who's it meant to be?
Oh, just a man.
Handsome devil.
Of all the conceit.
Don't tell me it's me.
You just happen to be in my line of vision.
You used up your last bit of crayon on me? Why aren't you over there at the meeting?
Oh, it's more for families. I have nobody leaving tomorrow that I care about.
That's too bad.
I think I'm very fortunate.
You do?
Please.
What do you want it for?
So I can draw something else on the back. Goodbye, Mac.
Goodbye, Vicky.
What I said last night about being fortunate.
Oh, I understood. I think I'm fortunate, too. The girl I matter most to is going with me. My horse.
Bye. Bye, Henry.
I have it. Bye-bye, Mary.
Bye, Joe. Please be careful.
There, that's the last.
What a relief not to have all those heavy overalls.
Oh, I kind of miss them.
Oh, Miss Isbell. Oh, I could rip the hides off all of them. Brats.
Something's got to be done with those children. They need occupation.
They might try doing the wash.
Oh, it's a strain living herded together like this in wagons. If they were back home, they'd be going to school. School? That's what we need.
Where is there any school in this wilderness?
We'll start one. I taught before I was married. I'd be glad to take charge. We could use one of the wagons.
No, not enough room. But there's a nice place in front of the old mission.
No, but then we have no school supplies. No blackboards or slates, no pencils and paper.
If we could find pieces of wood, like shingles, they could ride on those like the Indians.
Right with what? Anyway, there are no shingles around here.
You'll just have to teach them by rote. Let them repeat out loud after you.
No, they can't learn to read that way, Vicky. They've got to see the letters.
Charcoal. That's what we write with.
But what can we write on?
Our hands.
Oh, Vicky. Children? Ethan, take off your hat. Jimmy, sit down.
Come on,
Jimmy, sit down.
There's a blanket for you to sit on, Dee Dee, right here.
I don't wanna.
You're going to have to learn to do what Miss Isbell asked you to.
Then can I sit by Mrs. Isabel? I want to sit by teacher.
That's all right by me. Spoiled brat.
That will do, Ethan. How many of you can write the letters of the alphabet? That's fine. We'll start with the letter A. Vicky will show you how to write it. Now we're going to give each of you a piece of charcoal, and I want you to make the same mark on your hands. everybody finished?
Yes.
Oh, that's very good. Now we'll...
You didn't see mine.
That's very good, Dee Dee. Now we'll clean our hands and try the letter B.
You got my dress all dirty. He got my dress all dirty.
Ethan, I'm ashamed of you. You go over there and stand in that arch with your back turned, and don't you come back until I tell you you can. Now we'll try the letter B. Vicki will show you. That's the letter B. Now see if each of you can make one as nice and neat as Vicky's.
Miss Isbell!
Ethan, I don't want one word out of you.
But Miss Isbell, can't you ever behave?
Well, children, now you know the letter B. B is for bear.
I don't know how their mothers stand them. One day with them at school and I'm beat. B-E-A-T.
You'll get used to it.
Look, I'm not going on, Mrs. Isbell. I just couldn't take it.
But I need you, Vicky.
Miss Isbell.
Oh, hello, Evelina.
Miss Isbell, I came to tell you I'm taking Dee Dee out of school.
But you can't do that. It would disrupt the whole class just as we've got started.
Why do you want to take her out?
She tells me that dreadful Bullock boy let a wild bear into the school. And Vicky used Dee Dee for a shield when the bear charged.
Why, that's an outrageous fib.
My Dee Dee does not tell untruths.
Your Dee Dee is an unmitigated...
Please, Vicky. I'll handle this. Evelina, the plain fact is that while a bear did get into the school today, he was really more scared than the children, and he turned tail and fled.
Mrs. Isbell chased him with a burning stick. That's why he fled.
Oh, I didn't understand.
Maybe even she saved Dee Dee's life.
Oh, for goodness sakes, I never thought of that.
Dee Dee has a wonderful imagination, Evelina.
You think so?
She needs to be in school, so we can get that imagination working in the right direction.
She's very talented, isn't she?
Yes, she is. And you owe it to her to give her a chance to develop her talents in school.
Well, there's something in what you say. I'll bring her back again tomorrow, but only if you give her your personal attention, Miss Isbell.
We'll do our best.
Thank you. See you in the morning.
Miss Isbell, I'll keep on at the school if you really need me.
Thank you, dear.
I think I'll enjoy helping you beat some truth into that dimpled little darling. 3 and 2.
5.
6 and 1.
7.
Spell cat.
C.
A. T.
You have to raise it just a little more, Vicky. There, hold it right there. There, now, ease it down. Easy. Easy. There, that'll do it.
Go ahead and swear.
Why, Vicky,
It'd be good to hear some choice male cuss words around here again.
I know what you mean. I get just plain lonesome for the sound of men's voices. It's been a long time since they went away.
4 months.
Put this away, will you, Vicky?
Mac.
Yes, it's Max. James let him leave his stuff in our wagon since he had none of his own.
M-A-C. Oh, I guess I've got spelling on the brain. Miss Isbell, what would happen to us if Mexico won the war?
Well, that's highly unlikely.
Would they come here and seize us?
Of course not.
Well, we are Americanos, alone and unprotected.
Now, nobody's bothered us so far, Vicky, and nobody's going to. So you put any such ideas out of your head. What do you want? We have no food to give away. No food.
Pues no hay carne, no hay frijoles, pues no sirve para nada.
No está bueno.
What'll we do?
I don't know.
Who are these men?
Don't you dare touch her.
Nina de Oro.
You get out of here! Vamos!
Scusa, signora. No offendi.
Vamos! You heard me? Get out! Get! Vamos!
It's all right, darling.
Vicky.
They've gone away.
Ethan got rid of them. Ethan, that was very brave of you.
Oh, shucks. I guess we've got a man with us after all.
Well, for 2 cents, I'd let them have it. Both barrels.
Señoras. My men frighten you, see?
What do you want?
I'll bring a letter. Senora Isbell.
I'm Mrs. Isbell.
Oh.
It's from James.
Oh, this, too.
Oh, Vicky, this is for you.
Me?
Oh, Vicky, how pretty.
Sencillos, muy bellas.
Who they from? There's no name.
Our men are coming back. They've been discharged. They'll be here in a couple of weeks. Now, we've all got to buckle down and work like beavers. So we'll be all ready to show your fathers how much we've learned while they've been away. I'm going to try you on some good hard words today. Do you all have your charcoal?
Yes, ma'am.
California.
C-A-L. California.
Oh, James, why don't you ask Mr. McPherson to share our meal tonight, him being alone?
Well, Mac isn't here. He found a place down on the San Benito River where he's going to settle.
So he's left the party.
Oh, we'll all be breaking up in a couple of days anyway, going our separate ways.
Yes. I suppose it wouldn't be worth his while to come all the way back here.
hello, Ethan.
Dr. Isbell asked me to come over and help him pack some stuff.
He'll be back directly.
You suppose there's any schools in Yerba Buena? That's where my folks are going.
Oh, I don't believe there are American schools anywhere in California yet.
Where are you going from here, Vicki?
Oh, with the Isbells, I suppose, to Monterey. They've sort of adopted me.
Why don't you get married?
Takes two for that.
How about him?
Who?
Him.
Oh, that's just a sketch I made up.
It's Mac.
Do you really think it looks like him?
Uh-huh. You're a good artist, Vicki. Would you like to marry him?
He's not coming back, Ethan.
If he did, would you?
I won't even be here.
Well, if you was...
The teacher's supposed to ask the questions, Ethan.
Oh, yes, that belongs to McPherson. Put it with his other stuff.
Just leave it here?
Oh, he'll be by to pick it up.
When?
Tomorrow.
He will?
Yes, he's riding up from San Benito.
Are you sure?
That's what he told me.
Well...
And when the exercises are over at the very end, we'll line the children up and have them spell, "School is out."
I can't wait to see what their parents think of their progress. I just hope they do well.
Oh, you mustn't prompt them. Remember, you have a tendency to want to make things a little easy for them.
I have?
It's perfectly natural. That's the mother instinct in you, whether you know it or not.
I'll go get the charcoal ready.
You have seen here today what the children have learned in the way of reading and writing and arithmetic. Now, I want to give credit where credit is due. Vicki? I could never have run this school without Vicki. She's been wonderful. It was her idea that we use our hands to write on, since we had no blackboards or slates or paper. She has shown imagination and patience, and hasn't hesitated on occasion to apply the palm of that same hand where it would do the most good. Vicki, take a bow. And now, as the last number on our program, children, the three sweetest words in the English language to the ears of children. Children. Vicki loves Matt. Children, school is out. School is out.
Wonderful the way things work out, isn't it? And if you want to see where California's first schoolmarm held forth, visit the old ruins of the Santa Clara Mission on the campus of the University of Santa Clara at Santa Clara, California.